Welcome everyone. Today we will explore the wisdom of Buddha concerning wealth and prosperity. Contrary to popular belief, Buddha did not disdain wealth. Instead, he emphasized a balanced and ethical approach to acquiring and using wealth. Here are 5 key teachings of Buddha on wealth. Number 1. Wealth should be earned rightfully. Buddha taught that wealth should be earned rightfully. This principle is rooted in the broader framework of Buddhist ethics, particularly the concept of right livelihood, which is one of the key aspects of the Noble Eightfold Path. Right livelihood entails choosing an occupation that does not harm others and aligns with ethical and moral standards. This teaching encourages individuals to earn their living through honest, non-exploitative, and non-harmful means. It rejects professions that involve deceit, theft, violence, or causing suffering to others. A person who earns their wealth by honest means, without violence or deceit, and lives a moral and ethical life, is regarded highly by the wise. The idea of rightful earning extends beyond the mere act of working and includes the integrity of one's business practices. Engaging in fair trade, providing honest services, and ensuring the quality of products are all essential components of this teaching. Buddha emphasized that wealth gained through dishonest or harmful means ultimately leads to negative karma, which can result in suffering and misfortune in this life and future lives. Therefore, adhering to ethical practices in earning wealth is seen as crucial for both material success and spiritual well-being. Buddha's teaching on rightful earning underscores the importance of intent and mindfulness in one's professional life. It is not just about the external actions, but also about the internal motivations behind them. For instance, working in a profession that is outwardly ethical but driven by greed or the desire to exploit others is inconsistent with this teaching. Mindfulness in this context means being aware of how one's work impacts oneself and others, and striving to align one's professional activities with the values of compassion, kindness, and non-harming. In the Jataka tales, which are stories of Buddha's previous lives, there are numerous examples illustrating the importance of ethical earning. In one tale, a merchant who cheats his customers by using false weights faces dire consequences, while an honest merchant who deals fairly with his customers prospers and gains respect. These stories serve as moral lessons, reinforcing the idea that integrity in one's work leads to long-term benefits, both materially and spiritually. Buddha also addressed the social implications of rightful earning. He recognized that wealth distribution affects the broader community and emphasized that ethical earning contributes to social harmony and justice. When individuals and businesses act ethically, they help create a society where trust and cooperation can flourish. This, in turn, leads to a more stable and prosperous community. Conversely, unethical earning practices can lead to social unrest, inequality, and conflict. The principle of rightful earning is also deeply connected to the concept of personal responsibility. Buddha taught that individuals are responsible for their actions and their consequences. This sense of responsibility extends to how one earns a living. By choosing to engage in ethical professions and practices, individuals take responsibility for the impact of their work on themselves, others, and the environment. This responsibility includes being mindful of how one's work affects not just the immediate stakeholders, but also future generations. Rightful earning is linked to the cultivation of certain virtues, such as honesty, diligence, and integrity. These virtues are essential not only for ethical earning, but also for personal development and spiritual growth. By practicing honesty and integrity in their professional lives, individuals can develop these qualities more deeply, which can positively influence other areas of their lives. In modern times, this teaching is particularly relevant as it addresses contemporary issues such as corporate ethics, environmental sustainability, and social responsibility. Businesses today are increasingly recognizing the importance of ethical practices, not just as a moral obligation, but as a strategic imperative. Ethical businesses often enjoy greater customer loyalty, better employee engagement, and more sustainable success. Therefore, Buddha's ancient wisdom on rightful earning continues to offer valuable insights for navigating the complexities of the modern economic landscape. Buddha's teaching that wealth should be earned rightfully provides a comprehensive framework for integrating ethical considerations into one's professional life. It emphasizes honesty, integrity, and responsibility, promoting a balanced approach to material success and spiritual well-being. By adhering to this principle, individuals can ensure that their wealth is a source of positive karma, contributing to their own happiness and the well-being of the broader community. Thank you for joining me today, and may we all find wisdom and balance in our approach to wealth. Number 2, wealth should be shared. Generosity is a cornerstone of Buddhist teachings, and Buddha placed great emphasis on the importance of sharing wealth with others. This teaching is deeply rooted in the principle of dana, which means giving. Dana is considered one of the most fundamental virtues in Buddhism and is often regarded as the starting point for the practice of all other virtues. The act of giving is not just about the material transfer of goods or money. It is about cultivating a spirit of generosity, selflessness, and compassion. One who enjoys their wealth and also shares it with others will be respected and loved by all. In Buddhism, generosity is seen as a way to reduce attachment to material possessions and to develop a sense of interconnectedness with others. By sharing wealth, one acknowledges the interdependence of all beings and contributes to the well-being of the community. This act of giving is believed to create positive karma, which can lead to favorable outcomes in this life and future lives. It helps in purifying the mind, reducing greed, and fostering a sense of inner contentment and happiness. The practice of generosity is not limited to giving to those in need. It also includes supporting the Sangha, the community of monks and nuns, and contributing to the spread of the Dharma, Buddha's teachings. Supporting the Sangha is considered a meritorious act because it enables the continuation of spiritual teachings and practices. Lay people often provide food, clothing, shelter, and medical care to monks and nuns, which allows them to focus on their spiritual practice without worrying about their basic needs. Buddha also taught that the intention behind the act of giving is crucial. The highest form of giving is done selflessly, without any expectation of reward or recognition. This kind of giving, known as pure dana, is driven by genuine compassion and a desire to help others. It contrasts with giving that is motivated by selfish desires, such as seeking fame, praise, or future favors. Pure dana is considered more meritorious because it reflects a true understanding of the nature of generosity and selflessness. The practice of generosity is not confined to those who are wealthy. Buddha emphasized that everyone, regardless of their material wealth, can practice dana. Even a small act of kindness, such as offering a kind word, a smile, or emotional support, can be considered an act of generosity. This teaching encourages everyone to participate in the practice of giving, fostering a culture of compassion and mutual support. Generosity has profound effects on the giver. It helps to break down the barriers of ego and self-centeredness, leading to a more open and compassionate heart. Regular practice of generosity can transform one's character, making them more empathetic, kind, and joyful. This transformation is seen as essential for progress on the spiritual path, as it aligns one's actions with the core Buddhist values of compassion and loving kindness. Generosity also has a ripple effect, inspiring others to act in kind. When people witness acts of generosity, they are often moved to reciprocate, creating a cycle of giving and receiving that benefits the entire community. This collective generosity can lead to a more harmonious and supportive society, where resources are shared and no one is left in need. In the Jataka tales, which are stories of Buddha's previous lives, there are many instances that highlight the virtue of generosity. In one story, a prince gives away his entire kingdom to help the poor and needy, demonstrating the highest form of selflessness and compassion. These tales serve as moral lessons, illustrating the importance of generosity and its transformative power. Buddha taught that generosity should be practiced with wisdom. This means being mindful of how and to whom one gives, ensuring that the act of giving genuinely benefits the recipient and does not cause harm. For example, giving money to someone with an addiction may not be helpful, whereas providing food or support for rehabilitation could be more beneficial. Wisdom in giving also involves discerning the most effective ways to support and uplift others, maximizing the positive impact of one's generosity. In contemporary times, the teaching of generosity remains highly relevant. It encourages individuals to look beyond their immediate needs and consider the well-being of others. This perspective can lead to more ethical and socially responsible behavior, both at an individual and corporate level. Companies that practice corporate social responsibility, for example, reflect the spirit of Dana by contributing to the welfare of the communities in which they operate. Buddha's teaching that wealth should be shared underscores the profound importance of generosity in the path to spiritual and material well-being. By practicing Dana, individuals can cultivate a spirit of compassion, reduce attachment to material possessions, and contribute to a more harmonious and supportive community. Generosity, when practiced with pure intentions and wisdom, transforms both the giver and the recipient, creating positive karma and fostering a sense of interconnectedness and mutual support. Thank you for joining me today, and may we all find wisdom and balance in our approach to wealth. Number 3, wealth should be used wisely. Buddha emphasized the importance of using wealth wisely and not wasting it on frivolous or harmful activities. This principle is rooted in the broader context of right action and right intention, both of which are integral parts of the Noble Eightfold Path. The wise use of wealth means making mindful and purposeful decisions about how resources are allocated, ensuring that they contribute to one's well-being and the well-being of others. Wealth should be used to support oneself, one's family, and for the good of others. One should avoid extravagance and use wealth for wholesome purposes. The concept of wise use begins with the recognition that wealth, like all things, is impermanent. It can be lost or diminished due to various factors beyond one's control, such as economic downturns, natural disasters, or personal misfortunes. Therefore, Buddha taught that wealth should be managed prudently, with a focus on sustainability and long-term benefit, rather than short-term gratification. This means avoiding reckless spending on luxuries that provide only fleeting pleasure, and instead investing in things that offer lasting value. One of the key aspects of using wealth wisely is ensuring that it meets the essential needs of oneself and one's family. This includes securing adequate food, clothing, shelter, and health care. By prioritizing these fundamental needs, individuals can create a stable and secure foundation for their lives, which is essential for overall well-being and peace of mind. It also means planning for the future, such as saving for emergencies and old age, so that one is prepared for unforeseen circumstances. Beyond meeting basic needs, Buddha encouraged the use of wealth for self-improvement and personal development. This could include investing in education, acquiring new skills, or pursuing hobbies and interests that enrich one's life. Such investments contribute to personal growth and fulfillment, helping individuals to lead more meaningful and satisfying lives. Education, in particular, is highly valued in Buddhism, as it empowers individuals with knowledge and skills that can be used to benefit oneself and others. Another important aspect of wise use is supporting charitable and altruistic activities. Buddha taught that using wealth to help others, particularly those in need, is a noble and meritorious act. This could involve donating to charities, supporting social causes, or providing direct assistance to individuals facing hardship. By using wealth to alleviate suffering and promote the welfare of others, individuals can create positive karma and contribute to a more compassionate and just society. In addition to direct charitable giving, wise use of wealth also involves supporting the spiritual community and the spread of the Dharma. This includes providing material support to monks and nuns, contributing to the construction and maintenance of temples and monasteries, and funding the dissemination of Buddhist teachings. Such acts of generosity not only support the spiritual growth of the community, but also ensure the preservation and propagation of the Dharma for future generations. Buddha also emphasized the importance of moderation and balance in the use of wealth. He warned against the extremes of both hoarding and squandering resources. Hoarding wealth out of fear or greed can lead to attachment and anxiety, while reckless spending can result in financial instability and hardship. Instead, Buddha advocated for a balanced approach, where wealth is used thoughtfully and purposefully, in ways that enhance one's life without leading to excess or deprivation. The wise use of wealth involves ethical considerations. Buddha taught that one should avoid using wealth in ways that cause harm or suffering to oneself or others. This means refraining from spending on activities or products that exploit, deceive, or harm living beings. For example, supporting industries that pollute the environment, exploit workers, or cause harm to animals is inconsistent with the principles of wise and ethical use of wealth. Instead, individuals should seek to use their resources in ways that promote health, well-being, and sustainability. The teaching on the wise use of wealth also extends to the broader societal and economic context. Buddha recognized that the way wealth is used and distributed within a society has profound implications for social harmony and justice. He encouraged the creation of economic systems and practices that promote fairness, reduce inequality, and ensure that resources are used for the common good. This includes supporting policies and initiatives that address poverty, provide access to education and healthcare, and protect the environment. In modern times, the principle of wise use of wealth is particularly relevant in the context of consumerism and environmental sustainability. In a world where material consumption is often equated with happiness and success, Buddha's teachings offer a counter-narrative that emphasizes mindful and responsible use of resources. This includes making conscious choices about what and how much to consume, considering the environmental and social impact of one's purchases, and striving to reduce waste and overconsumption. Wise use of wealth in today's context involves leveraging technology and innovation for positive change. For example, investing in renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and social enterprises can create significant social and environmental benefits. By directing financial resources towards initiatives that promote sustainability and social equity, individuals and organizations can contribute to a more just and sustainable world. Buddha's teaching on the wise use of wealth provides a comprehensive framework for managing resources in a way that promotes both personal and collective well-being. It emphasizes prudence, sustainability, and ethical considerations, encouraging individuals to use their wealth to meet essential needs, support personal growth, help others, and contribute to the common good. By following these principles, individuals can ensure that their wealth becomes a source of lasting happiness and positive impact, rather than a cause of attachment, suffering, or harm. Thank you for joining me today, and may we all find wisdom and balance in our approach to wealth. Number 4. Wealth should not lead to attachment. While earning and using wealth, it is important to maintain a sense of detachment. Attachment to wealth can lead to greed, anxiety, and suffering. Buddha taught that one should appreciate wealth without becoming overly attached to it. This teaching is deeply embedded in the Buddhist understanding of impermanence and the nature of desire. The wise understand that wealth is impermanent and do not cling to it. They use it skillfully without becoming attached. Attachment to wealth often arises from the mistaken belief that material possessions can bring lasting happiness and security. However, Buddha recognized that all things, including wealth, are transient and subject to change. Wealth can be lost through misfortune, natural disasters, economic downturns, or personal circumstances beyond one's control. Therefore, placing one's happiness and sense of self-worth on material wealth is a precarious foundation. By understanding the impermanent nature of wealth, individuals can develop a healthier relationship with it, one that is based on appreciation rather than attachment. Buddha taught that craving and attachment are major sources of suffering. The more one clings to wealth, the more one fears losing it, and this fear can lead to anxiety, stress, and unethical behavior. People may go to great lengths to acquire more wealth or to protect what they have, sometimes engaging in dishonest or harmful actions. This cycle of craving and attachment can create a sense of never-ending dissatisfaction, as no amount of wealth can truly satisfy the deeper needs for peace and fulfillment. Recognizing this, Buddha encouraged a mindset of detachment, where one can enjoy and use wealth without becoming enslaved by it. Detachment does not mean rejecting wealth or living in poverty. Rather, it involves a balanced approach where wealth is seen as a tool for living a meaningful and comfortable life, not as an end in itself. It's about understanding that true happiness comes from within, through spiritual growth, compassion, and wisdom, rather than from external possessions. This perspective allows individuals to use their wealth in ways that are beneficial and fulfilling without being controlled by it. Practicing detachment from wealth also involves cultivating contentment. Contentment is the ability to be satisfied with what one has, rather than constantly seeking more. This state of mind reduces the endless pursuit of material possessions and allows one to focus on more important aspects of life, such as relationships, personal growth, and contributing to the well-being of others. Contentment leads to inner peace and reduces the stress and anxiety associated with the desire for more wealth. Buddha emphasized the importance of generosity as a means to develop detachment from wealth. By giving to others, especially those in need, individuals can break the grip of attachment and cultivate a spirit of compassion and altruism. Generosity helps to shift the focus from accumulating wealth to sharing it, creating positive karma and fostering a sense of interconnectedness with others. Acts of giving can bring a deeper sense of satisfaction and joy than simply accumulating wealth for oneself. Buddha also taught the importance of mindfulness in relation to wealth. Mindfulness involves being fully present and aware of one's thoughts, feelings, and actions. In the context of wealth, mindfulness can help individuals recognize when they are becoming overly attached or when their actions are being driven by greed or fear. By practicing mindfulness, one can make more conscious and ethical decisions about how to earn, use, and share wealth. Mindfulness helps to maintain a sense of balance and perspective, ensuring that wealth serves as a means to support a meaningful life rather than becoming a source of suffering. Detachment from wealth encourages simplicity and minimalism. Living a simple life, free from excessive desire for material possessions, allows individuals to focus on what truly matters. Simplicity does not mean deprivation, but rather a deliberate choice to value quality over quantity and to find joy in the simple pleasures of life. This approach reduces the environmental impact of excessive consumption and promotes a more sustainable and harmonious way of living. The teaching of detachment from wealth also has implications for how wealth is managed and distributed in society. When individuals and communities practice detachment and generosity, it can lead to more equitable and just economic systems. Wealth can be used to address social inequalities, support public goods, and create opportunities for those who are less fortunate. By reducing the focus on personal accumulation, society can work towards collective well-being and harmony. In the Jataka tales, which are stories of Buddha's previous lives, there are numerous examples that illustrate the virtue of detachment from wealth. In one tale, a prince renounces his kingdom and wealth to pursue a life of spiritual practice and service to others. These stories serve as powerful reminders of the value of detachment and the importance of prioritizing spiritual growth over material possessions. In modern times, the teaching of detachment from wealth is particularly relevant in the context of consumer culture and economic inequality. The relentless pursuit of material wealth is often encouraged by societal norms and media, leading to a culture of consumption and excess. Buddha's teachings offer a counter-narrative that emphasizes the importance of inner peace, ethical living, and mindfulness over the pursuit of wealth. By embracing these teachings, individuals can find greater satisfaction and meaning in their lives, beyond the accumulation of material possessions. Buddha's teaching that wealth should not lead to attachment provides a profound and practical approach to managing material resources. It emphasizes the impermanent nature of wealth, the importance of contentment, and the value of generosity and mindfulness. By practicing detachment, individuals can enjoy and use wealth in ways that support their well-being and the well-being of others without being controlled by it. This balanced approach to wealth contributes to a life of greater peace, fulfillment, and spiritual growth. Thank you for joining me today, and may we all find wisdom and balance in our approach to wealth. Number 5. Wealth should contribute to personal and spiritual growth. Wealth should be earned through righteous means. Buddha emphasized that the way in which one acquires wealth is just as important as the wealth itself. This teaching is grounded in the broader Buddhist principles of right livelihood and right action, both of which are integral parts of the Noble Eightfold Path. Earning wealth through righteous means involves engaging in honest, ethical, and non-harmful activities that contribute to the well-being of oneself and others. Wealth should support one's journey on the path of wisdom and compassion, helping one to live a life of virtue and spiritual fulfillment. Right livelihood, one of the steps on the Noble Eightfold Path, refers to earning a living in a way that does not cause harm or suffering to other beings. Buddha advised against professions that involve deceit, exploitation, violence, or harm to living beings. For example, trades such as dealing in weapons, human trafficking, slaughtering animals, and selling intoxicants are considered unethical because they directly or indirectly cause harm and suffering. Instead, Buddha encouraged livelihoods that are honest and that promote peace, justice, and the welfare of all beings. The principle of earning wealth through righteous means also involves adhering to ethical standards and integrity in one's professional and business dealings. This includes being truthful, fair, and just in all transactions and interactions. Honesty and integrity build trust and credibility, which are essential for long-term success and positive relationships. Engaging in fraud, deceit, or corruption may bring short-term gains, but it ultimately leads to negative karma and undermines one's spiritual and moral integrity. In the context of modern business practices, earning wealth righteously means operating with corporate social responsibility. This involves ensuring fair wages and safe working conditions for employees, practicing environmental sustainability, and contributing positively to the communities in which one operates. Businesses that prioritize ethical practices over profit maximization not only align with Buddhist principles, but also create a more sustainable and equitable economy. Buddha's teaching on righteous means of earning wealth also emphasizes the importance of compassion and empathy. In pursuing wealth, one should consider the impact of their actions on others and strive to minimize harm. This compassionate approach fosters a sense of interconnectedness and responsibility towards the well-being of others. It encourages individuals to seek livelihoods that provide value and benefit to society, such as teaching, healthcare, social work, and other service-oriented professions. Righteous means of earning wealth involve mindfulness and intentionality. Mindfulness, or the practice of being fully present and aware, can help individuals make conscious and ethical choices in their professional lives. By being mindful of the potential consequences of their actions, individuals can avoid unethical practices and make decisions that align with their values and principles. This mindfulness extends to recognizing and addressing any negative impacts that one's work or business may have on society or the environment. Another aspect of earning wealth righteously is the practice of diligence and effort. Buddha emphasized the importance of right effort, which involves putting in the necessary work and dedication to achieve one's goals. Wealth earned through hard work and perseverance, rather than through dishonest or exploitative means, brings a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. It also contributes to positive karma, as it reflects a commitment to ethical and constructive actions. In addition to individual actions, Buddha's teaching on righteous means of earning wealth has broader social and economic implications. It encourages the creation of economic systems and policies that promote fairness, justice, and the common good. This includes supporting regulations and practices that protect workers' rights, ensure fair wages, and prevent exploitation and discrimination. By advocating for ethical and equitable economic practices, society as a whole can work towards reducing poverty and inequality and creating a more just and compassionate world. Buddha's teachings also recognize the importance of using one's skills and talents in service of others. He encouraged individuals to seek livelihoods that not only provide for their material needs, but also allow them to contribute positively to the community. This perspective encourages people to pursue careers and businesses that align with their passions and values, and that make a meaningful difference in the lives of others. It promotes a sense of purpose and fulfillment that goes beyond financial gain. Earning wealth through righteous means involves continuous self-reflection and self-improvement. Buddha taught that individuals should regularly reflect on their actions and motivations to ensure that they remain aligned with ethical principles. This ongoing practice of self-awareness helps individuals stay true to their values and make adjustments as needed to maintain integrity in their professional lives. It also fosters a growth mindset, where individuals continually seek to improve their skills, knowledge, and ethical standards. The principle of earning wealth through righteous means is also reflected in the stories of Buddha's previous lives, as depicted in the Jataka tales. These stories often highlight the importance of honesty, integrity, and compassion in the pursuit of wealth and success. For example, in one tale, a merchant who remains honest and fair in his dealings ultimately achieves greater success and respect than those who resort to deceit and exploitation. These stories serve as moral lessons, illustrating the long-term benefits of ethical conduct and the spiritual consequences of unethical behavior. In contemporary times, the teaching of earning wealth through righteous means is particularly relevant as people navigate complex and often challenging economic landscapes. It provides a moral compass that guides individuals and businesses towards ethical practices, even in the face of pressure to cut corners or prioritize profits over principles. By adhering to these teachings, individuals can build careers and businesses that are not only successful, but also ethical and impactful. The emphasis on righteous means of earning wealth resonates with growing global movements towards ethical consumerism and sustainable business practices. Consumers and investors are increasingly seeking out companies that demonstrate social responsibility and ethical conduct. This shift reflects a broader recognition of the importance of aligning economic activities with values such as fairness, sustainability, and compassion. By embracing these principles, businesses can build stronger relationships with their customers and stakeholders and contribute to a more ethical and sustainable economy. Buddha's teaching that wealth should be earned through righteous means offers a profound and practical guide for navigating the pursuit of wealth in a way that aligns with ethical and spiritual principles. It emphasizes the importance of honesty, integrity, compassion, and mindfulness in professional and business practices. By adhering to these principles, individuals can earn wealth in ways that contribute to their own well-being and the well-being of others, creating positive karma and fostering a more just and compassionate society. Thank you for joining me today, and may we all find wisdom and balance in our approach to wealth.